Hey everybody, it's Monday morning. I think it's like June 18th, and just wanted to do a video and talk about how I remembered something today, about what my dad would say to me constantly and how it's affecting my life. He said a lot of things to me that affected my life and still are to this day. And sometimes I like to just make the video and hear myself talk about it, see if it sounds like crazy or, you know, to learn from it. I guess in making the video, maybe to like overcome it. But I don't look good today or anything. I'm really tired, but I wanted to make the video to just kind of remember it, I guess. It's like, why do we want to remember these things when they hurt us so bad, but yet all of a sudden it will come to you and you're like, wow, he said that, and there's these triggers or something that happen. And he always used to tell me that quit going by my feelings. You're too sensitive. Quit going by your feelings. And I'm like, that's affecting me now in my life today, and it has been because it really hit me today by reading something online. They were talking about, kind of like to go by the way you feel, like sometimes you have to do that. And I think that when my dad said that to me all the time, don't go by your feelings, you're too sensitive and all this stuff, it shut off who I really was. And I don't think I ever really told him that I didn't go by my feelings. I didn't fight against him or anything. So I just heard what he said like constantly, and it was like it just affected me so bad. I mean, it still does to this day. But I'm trying to figure out what is blocked in me. You know what I mean? Like, why is it that I get stuck all the time? Maybe I'll get so far, and then all of a sudden it all ends. You know what I mean? Like I keep failing or something. I can't press forward. I get so far. What happens is I start getting exhausted, really, because I have an autistic son also. But I start getting like really exhausted. But I mean, I keep having all these things, come to me that he said, and it's really affected my life, and I want to get rid of it. So I like to make YouTube videos to help myself and see how I sound, and am I freaking crazy? Because if you listen to people too much, but this was my dad, so you think you have to listen to your dad. That's what you think, right? Don't. If I never believed what he said was true at first. Okay, then after they say it so much, then you start to really believe that what they're saying is true. And it's like, I don't know how in the heck that you stop it from going in you. But I want it to go away. So I'm just tired and exhausted from all these thoughts and all this crap. And there's so many things that happen in my family that like, I really think it's stopping me today, and I want to make the change somehow. And maybe as I go through this, but maybe as I go through this talking and making videos and stuff, maybe you could also learn something too, and maybe you're having trouble, But I know it affects me really bad, and I want it gone. I want it done because I can't take it anymore. I want to move on. I want to move past all this. Hopefully he's doing well. He hasn't talked to me, in like 6.5 years. And same with my brother. And it's really sad, especially now that my mom passed away. Like this August will be 2 years, and when that happened, um, it got really hard. And when you don't have any support from family, when you don't have anybody to talk to or anything, it's really hard. So when I went to counseling, like maybe like it was like 11 years ago, 10 or 11, because I was trying to think what year that was, and I can't remember. That I didn't have medical for all those years, like 8 or 9 years, and so I couldn't go. And then now I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll go, but like maybe I won't go. You know what I mean? Maybe I can figure some of this out myself. Do I really have to go to counseling? Do I really have to take pills? I don't want to, because what's hard for me is taking pills is that, taking care of our autistic son. It's like I wasn't able to take the pills before. Like I would, but it wasn't like correct. I couldn't take them correct because I wasn't getting enough sleep. His sleep is a little better now, but not on weekends at all. Even during the week, it's only like I end up getting 6 hours tops. During the weekend, I might get 7. Once in a great while, we'll sleep like 9 or 10. But if you stay up like so late, then he'll sleep long. But I couldn't take my medicines back then when I went to counseling correctly. But I took them. But what did I have? 2 or 3 different pills, and then maybe one day I wouldn't take one, or what I would try to do then was just take them at night, so that way I wouldn't have them in the day, so that way I could stay up, and well, I always stay up, but feel up, like feel like I can do it. So that's why I'm debating about all this counseling stuff, because also too I don't have a car right now. Like I have a car, but I mean it's not really mine. I mean it's shared, so it's not always here for me to use. So that's another damn problem. There's just so many problems, and pressing through them every day is like so hard, because all this stuff keeps happening, and it's like that's another reason too, is like I'll go for so long, and boom, something will happen, and then boom, I'm back to square one again. And I mean, I'll keep trying, but when you really get knocked down so hard to where you lose your car, you lose this, you're back at square one again. And you think, everybody's going to think that I'm a loser, I'm lazy, I'm this, I'm that, and that's not it. It's not it at all. I was working 2 and 3 jobs at a time, but they were never paying enough money. One of the jobs I would work at home at the same time I was work midnights. So, I would work hard all my life. And now I'm without a job. And I, if I go to counseling and then tell these people, okay, because I got this cheap medical anyway, where you go in and you only talk to the social worker, you only see the psychiatrist for your meds. This is the way it is in Michigan. It's great if you could talk to the psychiatrist, but you can't. You're in there 10 minutes and just talking about meds and stuff. I mean, I need to talk to somebody. Like, if I'm going to go somewhere, and I need medical to cover me to get help for real, Quit this, I'm going to say it, dicking around. You need help, you need help. You don't need this cheap social worker help. And nothing against social workers, but they're not qualified to really help an effed up situation. See my point? So there's just so many issues, and the triggers that come up with my dad telling me I'm sensitive and everything else. I'm a thinker. I think things through so much. I thought, okay, maybe I'm sensitive. I thought, well, what's the big fucking deal? I thought sensitive is good, and so anyway, what I'm going to try to do is get back how I used to be, and trust my judgment, and trust how I feel, and keep going that way, because I think that's what's stopping me. The stuff my dad said to me and stuff, it's stopping me from being able to live my life. Because like I'm 45 now, and now I think I'm just the furthest behind I've ever been. But there's so many different circumstances that, you know, led to this point. Excuse me. I have GERD. I have heartburn so bad every day. That's another problem. And I think I have an ulcer. So, I mean, this stuff with family, it will tear up your health, your mental health, your physical health. My knees are bad, everything. It'll just, my back is so bad. Maybe one day I could get approved for disability, but who the hell knows? You know, I didn't have jobs that they were independent contractor. You know, so it wasn't like I could just go, you know, make out on it. But anyway, maybe you can stick with me and watch as I grow. I met a new friend yesterday online. I'm real happy. She's a really nice woman, and she's a great support, and I look forward to seeing her again, and you know, keep building on this and trying to get rid of these triggers of what my dad said. But it's so hard to erase your memory when it's sunk in. There's so much when people just keep repeating and repeating. And that's another thing too. Our son repeats a lot, and that's hard because now his stuff's in my head, and I wish there was some way that we could just somehow just kind of not remember sometimes, and then other times we have to remember. But do you see where it is? But anyway, I'm still trying. I'm gonna keep trying. We'll see what happens. I hope that you find something in this video that will help you. You know, if you don't, I just want to let you know that I'm there. You know, comment below. Talk to me about anything you want. You know, help you as much as I can. And there's some pretty cool friends online that if you ever wanted to join some of our streams, our live streams, or, you know, we hang out with a couple other people. But the timing isn't always a set timing, so it all depends. But sometimes you could be up really late, like at night, like with my son on weekends, and we'll hang out online and have a good time. And especially, you know, if you can't get out of the house, if you're depressed, if you're anything, you could do it just from your own home, you know, and that's what's good. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. If there's anything in this video you like, I'm so glad if there is. Any questions, right below in the comments, and don't forget, if you subscribe, to click the bell so you'll get the notifications of, you know, when I put the video. Thanks for watching. I love you. Remember, stay you, stay beautiful. Bye.